Carl, how did you see that? I mean, look, the scoreline's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crazy game, wasn't it? Very open. Both teams had plenty of opportunities, and fortunate enough that we took our chances. So yeah, happy that we got 5 goals, and look, I suppose the coach and me, were a little bit too open at times, but they're a good side, Wellington, and they kept fighting all the way to the end.
Obviously, performance has been building 10 in a row, or sorry, beg your pardon, 10 without a loss. 4 out of 5 games scoring 4 goals or more. Is this perhaps the performance or the score that is going to maybe send the warning to everyone? And do you guys think actually we can actually do this?
Yeah, look, it's good to be in this position, and it's good to to be scoring the goals, and I suppose we've still got a lot of work to do. We're fortunate, I suppose, that we have most of the games still to come at home. We've got a tough trip away to Wanderers next, but yeah, all we can do is look after ourselves and keep scoring goals and keep picking up points, and hopefully everyone behind us drops points.
So obviously form, putting it at the right time. It wasn't that long ago post-World Cup where there was that little bit of a slump. What do you think's changed for the team, and what's helped keep the run going, if you like?
Yeah, look, it's just been we've been very consistent with our messaging, very consistent in the way that we want to play, and it's at times once you get on that confidence, and the boys have bucket loads of confidence now, so it just falls that way for you at times. So they have that belief in the way we want to play, and you can see that out there tonight. We kept pushing and we kept working hard, and we created some great opportunities.
Just curious about Nick Ansell starting the match. Obviously, over the last few weeks and months, he's sort of been in and out of the matchday squad, and I think he's only started once and a couple of substitute appearances. What was the thinking behind bringing him straight into the starting lineup tonight? And just if you can explain about Ben Warland's absence. Yeah,
look, Benny Warland got picked up an adductor strain on Wednesday at training. He could have possibly played tonight, but it wasn't worth taking a risk, especially when we have the week's break now. And look, Nick has been training well, and Nick knows that I believe in him, and it was an opportunity to show to him that his body is good enough, and he has the belief in himself that he can play.
And coming off early, was that just purely like a minute?
Yeah, just like, he's still, as you said, that's only his second, I think, game this year, so he doesn't have that match conditioning. He's been training hard, but, tonight's game was hectic. It was end-to-end, so I think both sets of players would have come off a lot tired than what they normally would.
So Jay Barnett starting tonight, Lucas starting tonight as well. As we talked about, Nick and Ben, is that the strength of this team, that whoever's come in has been able to do a job? Because I remember a few weeks ago, the Melbourne City match, we spoke about the age of your bench compared to the experience of your bench. On paper, the depth for Adelaide perhaps isn't as good as everyone else's on paper, but everyone that you've been able to bring in has stood up and done the job. Is that a real strength?
Yeah, look, it's important that everyone in the squad understands how we want to play, and that whatever role they go in onto the pitch, that they fulfil that role and do what's expected from them. And we've been lucky enough that a lot of as you said, a lot of our substitutes are young players, so when they come on, they bring that energy, and the tempo of the game then comes up, and yes, they're going to make some mistakes, but they're starting to understand how we want to play tactically, and their position play is getting much better.
And last week, no experienced players on the bench. Today, just Hiroshi when it comes to experience. But as we said, you bring players on that make an impact, and it's kind of the depth you have made and you and your staff have made for yourself. Do you look back on that and I guess kind of have some pride in your project, because basically you've got a bench full of players that are hungry to show they're capable A-League players at the moment? Yeah,
most definitely. It's important that, and I think we've shown that this year, that if the players that get given a task on the pitch, and if they do that task and do it well, that they get rewarded with a starting position. I think we've changed our starting 11. I don't know if we've played too many starting 11s the same from one week to the other week. So it's important that we have that competition for places, and it's important that we reward players that are doing the right things.
And today around the hour mark, you were getting 2 players ready to come on, and then your plans kind of changed and you brought 2 other players on. What was going on there? Did you see something different was playing out? What was your thinking at that point?
Oh, look, yeah, we were struggling in a couple of positions, and then we were going to make a couple of changes in those positions, and then Nick said that he couldn't carry on, so then that sort of changed the plans a little bit. So then we just readjusted with that personnel, I suppose. Nothing was changing in the way that we were playing. It was just the change of the personnel.
And right at the end, Nesta maybe got a knock. He looked very disappointed himself. I saw you went over and had some words with him. What was the situation there? And I guess, what was your advice to him?
Yeah, look, Nesta was very disappointed that he didn't score. Yeah, which is good. It shows that, you know, he wants to get better, and he wants that, he has that drive in himself that he wants to score goals and make a difference. So he was disappointed that he didn't take his opportunity, and which, you know, I just said to him, you know, you're going to miss plenty of opportunities. What counts is that you get the opportunities and that you work hard, and that's what you did tonight. So don't be too concerned that you missed. You know, the best strikers in the world miss goals. So it's important that you just keep working hard and keep developing. And that's, you know, again tonight I think we saw another step forward for Nesta.
And just finally, season started off slow for your Adelaide United side, then coming back from the World Cup break started a little bit slow. This obviously isn't a big break, it's just a week. Do you have, I guess, anything in place to make sure that you hit the ground running against the Wanderers when you come back?
Yeah, look, it's important. The boys have been training exceptionally hard, and we've had some tough games. So now it's just about getting them fresh again and get ready to go for that last little break, you know, set of games. Our boys have worked extremely hard, and they need, you know, I'll reward them with a couple of days off and let them freshen up and get ready to go for Wanderers. All right. Thanks, guys.